So I am going to just make this video. I am somewhere at the door here, even in my village, where I go most of the places where I am trying to connect with the people, but the people are most of the time they are inside their house and they are busy with their own household works due to extreme coldness here. Today in this topic I am going to just explain, because earlier I used to just upload such videos on the YouTube, but here I found the chance and I decided to do it something that would be very different to do like that. Okay, and but the proper places I did not get to just compose such videos which would be very relevant for the listeners here, for the viewers here on the YouTube. Okay. Today, after spending several years on the social medias, because I joined on the Facebook on 2011, and I have an immense experience of 10 years more than that. Okay, several friends, I sent the friend request, and many friends they sent me the friend request, and I tried to also join with them for exchanging my own point of views and their own point of views together. And decidedly I thought that it would be better to connect to each other, because everyone has some business, and some business has always the connection to someone else, because one person can't complete any kind of work in everyday's life singly, alonely, because it's not possible without joining hands with others. Okay, and without joining hands we can't even assume that what kind of work that would be completed within the fixed limited of hour. And this is why we have the congregation of the people, we have the decision we must and need to just take out together, and accordingly we can just do them. But with the Facebook friends, I have also experienced myself, I realized myself that there are many friends on the Facebook, they have the irrelevant IDs. One person has more than several IDs, and I am unable to just find out that which is the right one and which is the not right one. Okay, and it becomes totally confusion when someone ID is hacked and someone is doing the work on behalf of him, her. And it's very difficult to also assume that time that who is the real person, who is not, because most of the IDs are fake, and they don't just give us the proper data to understand something else. Okay, so why I'm making this video today, what is the reason behind them? Because I am just making these videos for the learners, for the educators, for the youngsters who have just joined the Facebook and other social medias, and they want to just make friends with the help of this platform, and they want to also join hands with several ones to connect with the people. But as far as I'm concerned with this all kinds of the processes, I have thought myself that there is not any kind of the relevant things which are just going to be just thought there. Yeah, so I was going to just tell them that those users of the Facebook and social medias, that you should not spend a lot of time on the futile work, because this is not the potent network with which you can just have a highest achievement in your life. Okay, because after spending so much time with the congregation of the people, as I have already mentioned in the previous lines, it becomes very difficult to just deal with them. Okay, and whatever I have assumed myself so far is that there are several friends who talk irrelevantly. If they have the relevant conversation sometimes with the messenger or on the comment boxes, these relevant comments or the decisions which are taken there, it seems sometimes irrelevant when they are closely observed there, because it becomes exorbitant there. Okay, and we have not the most of the time to talk in a genuine way, because most of us we want to just talk there hyperbolically, and we want to just convey our ideas from one person to another person, but they are not the genuine ideas, and our gestures and expressions are completely different from one person to another person. Okay, but I have never just differentiated between the high one and low one. And I thought myself, since my childhood, my intentions had remained that no one is high and no one is low. on the basis of their social structure, on the basis of their religion, on the basis of anything. And I always try to love each and every kind of people with my heart. And I also wanted to support if they have any defaults, flaws among them, and I want to just improve them as much as I could. But after spending so much hours on such platforms, I thought myself that if you are going to just help someone else, if you want to just support someone else with this platform, she doesn't like the support, and she wants to take in a very different way of that thing, and it becomes sometimes very perplexed question in our heart that how much we have the achievement and how much we have the chances to understand something in our everyday life. Okay, so far so that all kinds of the questions which are going to be just told there by me or by you or by any kind of messenger person who are just connected here. So most of the time I have seen that they don't have any reconsideration. Whatever they spoke earlier, now their decisions are changed, and now they want to raise the new questions on behalf of them. And I know that most of the speakers and the viewers who are there, they would be just viewing and listening to my words and sentences. They would have a lot of confusion there. And I know that because they have never been earlier from such kinds of the relevant questions, whatever I am just telling in this video, because most of them, they would not be knowing my purpose, that what I want to speak to them, and because they have not realized it, because they are the newcomers and they are the new users on the social medias. But after experiencing several years on such a platform, they would realize automatically that what I am going to tell them and how much it is important for their everyday life. So overall, consequently, I thought myself that it would be better to just at first I decided to just leave this platform, Facebook mostly, but later I thought myself that it would be better to just use it as less as it is possible. Okay, so I decided to just join it on every 15 days. On every 15 days I will join it, most probably, and the rest days I will leave it completely, and I would not be available there, and I am going to leave the mobile numbers below the sections, or I am going to post my mobile number with the WhatsApp mobile number. So if you have any kind of relevant question, you want to just talk me relevantly, then you can just call me accordingly, and as much as it would be possible, I would try to just help you to my own extent level, and I would try to just help you. Okay, so it was not the useless or futile questions, okay, and the futile answers from my side, because after so much reconsideration I came at the conclusion that there is not any other chance. Most of the youngsters, adolescents, they are spending their times uselessly on such platforms, just hi, hello and other things, but there are not other kinds of the purpose with them to join with them. And most of the time the opinions are not similar, the opinions are also dissimilar to each other, and it also affects their communication further. And most of the time we are seeing that we are befriended, we are unfriended, or we are also blocked because of them, because of the opinions, and because of the dissimilar opinions, because there was a dissonance of our attitude, our opinions and our other kinds of purposes. Okay, so whatever we have seen so far here, that I decided to just upload such videos earlier, but I did not have time, because it is the village, it is not the city area, and I did not want to just disclose all kinds of the things to my up level, because most of the things which are fixed up in my heart, I did not want to just tell others that what I was going to do and what's my next intention, which would be just purposefully achieved there. Okay, because in the environment and atmosphere where you live in, you have to just mingle with them, and you have to just to connect each and everything which is very important for them. Okay, so there are several kinds of things which are going to be told by me, but I am going to just restrict the conversation or this video furthermore. I would tell you that you should not use it irrelevantly, purposelessly, and without any kinds of genuine ideas. The person you are going to join with them, you must see that if you have the idea to just encouragement, you have the idea to motivate others, you have the idea to just not pull the legs of others, and in place of to get a rise in your life, in place of pulling the legs, you need to just have the achievement in life after raising the hands and after raising and joining the hands with others, not the pulling of legs of others by the dint of demotivation, discouragement, and other kinds of the psychological tools by which you can just not present your smile, but you give the distress, sorrowness, and other kinds of things which are so much relevant or prevalent in their dictionary, and they want to just use these words to affect the inner feelings of others. Okay, so it is just like it was a fancy from my side. Earlier I used to imagine, but all of a sudden this morning when I came out after the morning walk, I thought that but the imagination would be the imagination, but all of a sudden this idea came into light in my mind, and I just prepared this video for you to convey this idea. Now I'm going to just upload this video, and I will also upload some videos in future to also convey the better ideas to you, so that you can also prepare yourself to spend to save a lot of time, not to spend on the futile works which are useless, because if you have the mobile numbers and the WhatsApp number, and you can just exchange your ideas to each other, it is not necessary that you need to be the online 24 hours and you need to spend a lot of time there, ignoring all your daily activities like study, like education, like bringing up your children, like reading the books. So this is why this is the way to just make it. Okay, the rest thing I will just explain and mention in next part of the videos, and by then take care of yourself, be happy. Thank you so much.